How's it going, lone riders? Let's check out Rackless MotoBags. So before I get started, yes, they will be black, yes, they will be smaller, and yes, they will have a toolbox option in there somewhere. So, hi, I'm Andrew, I'm the industrial designer at Lone Rider, and we develop products here with you on YouTube. So this is what this video is for. We talk about the products, we get feedback from you through email, through YouTube comments, through all of the different mediums. So if you are interested in this kind of stuff, if you want to have your voice in the development, because actually we really do implement it, there's a link in the description for our email list, and there you'll get updates about various things, but also product videos and development, like questions and stuff like this. Also like kind of forms that we fill out, which one do you want, A or B, and all this kind of good stuff. So go down there, click that link, sign up, and while you're down there also click that subscribe button if you're not already, and of course the little bell icon to get notified when we do upload a new video. We make these kind of videos, these development videos, and we also make videos, you know, the glam style with bike reviews, gear reviews, and adventure riding kind of reviews. So they're also pretty cool to check out for those Sundays, chilling Sundays. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Rackless MotoBags. Most people know about our MotoBags. They're semi-rigid. They were the first of their kind. They were a nice mix between kind of the hard aluminium panniers and the very soft. We came in the middle and we made a bag that kept its rigidity and also doesn't break your leg when you crash. So that's the MotoBags on the screen right now. And last year, 2021, we developed a quick release system that fits all bikes, or most bikes, with racks. There's a few caveats to that. For example, it has to be a round profile of 18mm, but generally most bikes have that, so yeah, it fits a lot of bikes. Now we're going one step further and making a rackless system. That means that you don't need a rack to put the MotoBags on. And I'm going to start with, of course, this bike here, which is my bike, and the GS, and then we're going to move on to other bikes in the future, possibly, but this time we're going to just focus on this one, and we will look into the other bikes. But once we get the concept nailed down and we get the concept and we know how it works and it's working perfectly, which it is already, then we're going to launch other bikes as well. So what's a rackless system? A rackless system is this on the left here. You see a GS or a motorbike without racks. Racks are these kind of bars that hang off the back where you can put your panniers on. So in the last videos, we made several videos, a lot of videos. We developed this product here. We developed this product here, and the function of it and all that good stuff. And now we've moved a step further and actually made the prototypes. The first prototype was plastic, all out of plastic and really rough. It took me like 5 days to make, or 4 days to make, like a proper functioning prototype out of 3D printing and all that kind of good stuff. Quite mammoth, but we got it to work, and it verified that we could actually move forward with the design. We made some updates to the CAD so we could bend the metal and all that kind of good stuff, and we can send it to the machinist to mill out everything that we need. Optimized it a lot more, and then we came up with the next version. So as you can see here, this is me in the workshop developing these 5 sets. These 5 sets are just the backplate, the connection point, and also the whole hooking system on top. The silver, some of them I've made black for Alex in Switzerland. He's gonna, look into them and make some material around that. But generally, I've made 5 sets. A couple are going to France, this one's going to Asia, into Thailand. I've got one here in Belgium, and one's going to Switzerland, and we're going to test it and make sure it works in everyday life. For me personally, this is awesome. I love it already. I've been using it for like 2 weeks now, since the first prototype was developed. I love it. It's really cool. It's so quick. It goes on and off in a blitz. So yeah, I'll show you that in a video in a second. Look how quick that was. One thumb, open, remove. And to put it back on, Beat that. Okay, so now I'll just pause that there. I'll show you another video in a second, but basically I drive around with them without them being locked. So I don't lock them to the bike. I just close it and it locks in place. It won't be removed. It can't fall off or anything like that. If you want to lock it, you can go that extra stage and just put the key in and turn it, and it locks the opening mechanism. But it's not really necessary if you just it's not very necessary for me anyway. I don't really do it. Okay, this is the locking mechanism. This is how it works. So essentially, you can push the button on top, opens up, and you can remove it. That's all it is. Let's go back there quickly. So you watch me come in. You'll see this bottom hook area will slide into the passenger foot peg, and then the two hooks on top. Takes a day, it takes a day to get kind of like a feel a few times to locate everything, but once you have a feeling for it, it's very quick. And the second phase of that operation was to actually close the latch. And now it's locked in place. So now it's locked in place, it can't be removed just by shaking off or like dislodged. So now I'm going to lock it. Just drop the keys. But yeah. So I'm pushing the button now, it doesn't dislodge, it doesn't open the mechanism. It's locked there. And now I'll put the key in, open it up, remove the bag. That's how it works. That's the operation. I'll pause that. It uses a key that we use already for the Motobags. We will look into making the key work for the ignition if you have an ignition bike or the tank, so you have one less key. But at the moment it works with a custom key that we have, because we have control over the quality of the lock. We have a really good supplier, and I have really good quality locks, and that's why I'm sticking with this. One thing to note, if you have a GS or a GSA, the difference is the passenger foot peg here. This is a GS on the right, the blue one, and this is a GSA. They both have the same passenger foot pegs, but in reality, this is a CAD. These are CAD renderings from BMW. So in reality, they have, the GS normally has a different foot peg, passenger foot peg, than the GSA. So the GSA passenger foot peg is one design, then you have the GS passenger foot peg, and then, so basically what happens if you have a GS, you can use our system without changing anything. It just basically goes straight on the bike if you have the system in the middle. If you have a GSA, what we're going to do is we're going to include a upgrade kit. And this upgrade kit you can remove the two bolts at the top of the peg, which is on here and here, and then you can place this on, and this part here, this kind of the screw fits in between that hole, and then you can basically upgrade. So we are going to look into this as an option, because if you want to upgrade from a GSA, then you need to go to BMW and fork out €250 for the pegs, these passenger foot pegs. So the time has come to have a look at the actual product. That's it, that's the prototype. So we've got a 38 litre Motobag here. As you see, this is a HDPE backplate. So we're still looking into the exact material that we're going to use. We're going to test this bad boy now and make sure that it flexes enough. So what we've got here is we've got down the bottom, we've got the actual foot part, and then at the top we've got like the mechanism. So this will be smaller. We're going to reduce it by a couple of centimeters, and essentially it's going to be nice and black and hidden and all that good stuff. So all you do is open it up on the end there, and it removes the mechanism, and boom, you can remove the bag. You've seen that in the video. It's very smooth, works well already, even with our tolerances, my workshop tolerances, so I'm sure, even with my tolerances, so I'm sure in the factory we can get it really, really good. So that's it for me right now. That is the update with the Rackless system for the Motobags. What we're doing is we are shipping those out, or they are already shipped out to France and to Thailand and to all over the world, Switzerland, and they are going to be tested for the next couple of weeks. We're sending them to Tom Barra. So if anyone knows him, the French rider, he's going to put it through the test. So make sure you follow him on Instagram. I'll leave the description in the link below as well, and he'll put it through the test for sure. And once we gather that feedback, we'll gather that feedback from real life riders. These guys ride every day, and we will look into like maybe making some updates. I really hope there's none, because I think it's pretty cool already. It works really well already. And then it's going to be my job to make sure the materials are perfect, and we are going to start manufacturing them. So to keep up to date on this, make sure that you subscribe to the email list before, and also follow us here on YouTube. Expect that they will be going into production this year. So due to the current global situation, I cannot give you a date yet, and unfortunately I'm sorry about that, but they will be they are moving very, very fast. So keep up to date by following us here on YouTube and also the email list, and I'll catch you later.